What is going on, guys? Welcome back to Life of Birch. This is Birch, and we got quite the video for you today. It started out with a subscriber DMing me on Instagram saying that she saw my videos and noticed that she lived in the area that I lived in, and she's been considering either getting a Rebel 300 or a Rebel 500, but the local dealer won't even let her start it up, let alone take it on a test ride. So she was curious if she could meet up with me, check out my bike, and kind of talk to me about my opinions on the two bikes. So that's exactly what we did. We were able to talk about my experience with the two bikes and kind of my opinions on both of them, go through my list of modifications and a bunch of other cool stuff. So I think the conversation will definitely be a good conversation for anybody who's considering getting one of these bikes. And then at the end, I had the chance to actually run into somebody I had never met before who happened to be a drifter for the past 7 years, and I was able to sit down and have lunch with him for about a half hour and talk to him. So I included some of that at the end just because I think the experience was pretty cool. So this video is a little bit different than what you might be used to. It's a little bit more vloggy, kind of like day in the life video, but hopefully you guys like it. And without further ado, let's get straight into it.
Perfect.
There she is. How's it going? I'm Birch. Nice to meet you.
Allison. Got a little bit to it, I can tell.
Yeah, so obviously the seat is not stock.
And the passenger pegs.
Yeah, this seat actually did come with the little thing, so you don't need the passenger pegs to put that on, like if you like the look of that.
Yeah.
But I got the passenger pegs because I also have the frame sliders.
Okay.
So those have to attach to the passenger peg.
Okay.
And then I have the little Shorty GP exhaust, which is pretty loud if you couldn't tell already, but that's only $60. It's like the best bang for your buck exhaust you can get, I feel like. What else? I have the T-Rex engine guard in the front. I took like the rubber off of the foot pegs, so normally there's like a rubber insert, but if you take it out, like it grips better, and it sticks up like not that much, but enough that I feel like it helped my foot position. The phone holder, this little thing is like nothing, but so one of the things that I don't like about the Rebel is the fact that if you're talking about a stock Rebel and it just has like the single seat here, there's no storage underneath it really, but if you wanted to put like your registration papers or something, it's literally 2 Allen keys like here. So in order to get under the seat, you literally have to pop this off,
Right.
use like a quarter to unscrew that, then get the Allen key, and then undo it, which I don't know why they designed it like that. Half the reason I got this seat is because then it only attaches at one point back here, so I got just like this little knob instead of the normal Allen key screw.
Okay.
So if I want to pop it off and like keep something under there, I can.
Gear shift indicator, necessary or no?
In my opinion, it's not necessary. I think it helps personally to learn how to like feel the bike and when it needs to shift, and feeling like, okay, if I'm doing 23 miles per hour and I can feel it slowing down when I let off the throttle, then I know I'm in second gear kind of thing. The bike that I learned on was like a 1992, so it didn't have any fancy stuff, so like I didn't have a gear indicator, and then like I got this bike and I go on the forums and everyone's like, oh my god, it doesn't have a gear indicator, and I'm like, I never knew that it was like a thing that people needed.
It's a nice like anti-lock brakes, you know? It's like,
yeah.
That now. Do you think that that's necessary or no?
No. I mean, it's one of those things that like if you need it, it's nice to have. But in my case, I was actually trying to, you can sit on it if you want. I was trying to find a bike that did not have ABS because I am an idiot and want to learn how to wheelie it and like do stupid stuff. So in that case, like ABS doesn't help. Like if I want to do a burnout, not that I should, but I do, then it would trigger the ABS. Did you sit on the 300?
I've sat on a 300 and a 500.
Yeah. Because I was going to say, like, I don't know if you remember the 300, but like for me, there's like I think like a 40-pound difference, and I honestly don't feel it when I'm sitting it up or when I'm riding or anything like that.
Yeah, I was going to ask, like, in terms of that weight differential, and if, like, let's say you're going over the Severn River Bridge bridge and you get a gust of wind, is there going to be any noticeable difference between 300 and 500?
I'd say from a weight standpoint, there's probably not going to be a hugely noticeable difference going across something like the Severn River Bridge, but from a power standpoint, you're going to feel a lot more comfortable in the 500. So like the way that I always have like described it to the people I've talked to is like the 500 is not the fastest bike ever, but it could easily cruise at what the 300's top speed is. When I had my 300, I got it up to like 91 or something doing like the top speed video, or 93 or something, but it doesn't get up there easily. Like it'll get up so you can merge into traffic and get up to like 65 easily, but past that you really have to have it like rung open to stay at highway speeds. So when I got the 300, I bought it in Virginia. If you go all the way down through southern Maryland, and there's that like long ass bridge that goes into Virginia, somewhere down there, and I had to cross that bridge on the 300, and it was like one of the most terrifying experiences of my life, because mind you, at the time I was riding like a 540 pound VFR 750 like sport touring bike, so I'm used to that kind of like weight and power, and I had to cross this super long bridge, and there's like crosswinds, and it's like literally just two lanes, one going this way and one going this way, and I'm just like, oh my god, like tucked down. The bike made the trip just fine, but I would have been a lot more comfortable on a 500. Do you want me to start it up? I mean, it's obviously not going to sound like stock. Oh, so that's another good point.
So all you had to do was put that little thing on there, and that changed the sound of the exhaust.
That much, yeah.
It was $60.
$60. Like, it sounds good. People spend like $300 or $400 on like the full size mufflers, and if you want it to look like that, then yeah. But for me, it's like if I could spend $60 on this and have it sound just as good, if not better than the other ones, and take that money and spend it on other modifications, then like, why wouldn't I?
All right, well, thank you so much for showing me.
You're welcome. You're gonna go home and like research it some more.
Probably.
But like really, if you ever get up the courage and you want to take it around a parking lot, that's literally why I have the crash cages and everything.
Right at this very second, I wouldn't feel comfortable doing that on your bike.
Yeah. I understand the offer's there though.
Okay, well, I'll let you know when I have the courage. Yeah.
Sounds good.
But thank you so much.
It was nice meeting you. She was super nice. I'm glad I was able to do that and meet up with her. I feel like I've said a couple times in my videos, like if you're in the area and you see me, like flag me down and say hi, or if you're in the area and you want to check out the bike, let me know, and you definitely can. I'm not saying that I'm going to offer to let everybody ride my bike like I offered to let her do, but I'm not saying that it won't happen either. That's one of the things that sucks about buying a motorcycle, is especially if it's a new motorcycle, lots of the time the dealer won't let you take it on a test ride, and it's like, how do you expect me to spend $7,000 on a motorcycle that I haven't been on to know if I even like it? Like, that's a pretty big commitment without being able to check it out. So if you find yourself in that predicament and you're nice to me, then maybe, just maybe, I'll let you give her a ride around the parking lot to see if you like it. Or worst case scenario, do what I did there and let you check her out and rev it up, see if you like it. And I'm gonna wrap things up by just saying thank you guys so much for the support. It is just still so freaking crazy to me that my channel even is what it is. And last I checked, I had just shy of 2,800 subscribers, I think, which by no means is like a huge amount of subscribers. It's not a small amount either, but it's not a huge amount. It's just still so crazy to me that even with that amount, I have you guys sending me messages on Instagram weekly. And by the way, I'm sorry if I don't get back to them in a timely manner. It's kind of hard to keep up with sometimes with everything I have going on and all that kind of good stuff. But it's just crazy that I have you guys sending me messages on Instagram like weekly, and I have people like that reaching out to meet up. And I was in downtown Annapolis a few months ago, and there was a guy that recognized me only off of YouTube. It's just crazy to me. So thank you so much for the support, guys. I love you. Couldn't be doing this without you. Skirt. What do you need most right now? What do you need most right now? Food?
Quesadilla over there.
Quesadilla? I got you. I'll be back. I'll circle around. All right. right, let's make this guy's day since obviously we all need help sometimes. I can see that he does too. And we're gonna take some of my fancy YouTube money since you guys support me so much. I'm gonna use some of that and help make this guy's day better. How about that? Imagine if I just fucking like did that. All right, that was illegal, but it worked. Probably would have been easier to just call him over while I was sitting there. But it's okay. All right, he said he wanted a quesadilla from this spot over here. Cash only. Fucking shit. Oh my god. Oh man. Damn, some of that was thorns, dude. All right, we gotta go to the ATM and get cash. I should have expected it. Oh, it's out of order. They have like Gatorade. He doesn't want Gatorade Zero. He wants the real stuff. If I use debit, can I get cash back since the ATM's down?
Oh, you can get up to $20.
Okay, cool.
There you go.
Thank you. Have a good one. Okay. Got him some Gatorades. Got some cash for the taco truck. Hopefully he doesn't think I'm lying, since it's gonna take me a while to get back over there. But it's okay. Maybe even I'll try some tacos, so I don't have to jump through some thorns. Ow, what the heck? Crap. Hello. Good, how are you? I'm gonna do a steak quesadilla, please. And could I also do a chicken quesadilla, please? How's it going? Which quesadilla did you want? Chicken?
Okay.
Makes it easier that you walked over here. I'm like, how am I gonna circle back around? I got you some Gatorade too if you need them. Yeah, ma'am.
Your change is $4.50.
You can have it, it's okay.
We'll be ready in 12 minutes, please.
How long?
12 minutes.
12 minutes? Okay, thank you.
Down the road from you at Lighthouse. Thank you. Thank you.
Alright guys, so I just got done having some quesadillas with Joshua, who is the guy that you saw me stop and ask if he needed anything. I debated whether or not I should include that in the video, because obviously I was wrapping up the video, and I also feel weird including stuff like that in videos, because even though it's done with good intentions, like the reason that I included it is because I want to encourage you guys to do the same, because everybody's hurting in one way or another. Everybody needs something in one way or another, and there's lots of people that pass somebody who's on the side of the road asking for help and they don't give them the time of the day, or you know, whatever the case is, not realizing that that could literally be them tomorrow, and you never know what somebody's going through that got them to that point, or whatever the case is. But regardless, I decided to include that part just to kind of hopefully give you guys, you know, a little boost that next time you see somebody who needs help, regardless of what capacity, that you guys do everything you can to help them as well. I'm not doing it for props by any means. That's part of why I debated whether or not I should include it, because so many times you see people post things like that and the comments are like, oh, would you do that if the cameras weren't rolling, or you only did that so that we think you're cool or whatever, and that's not the case. So hopefully it comes across the right way. He said he wanted quesadillas, so man after my own heart, saying all he needs is a quesadilla. I went and got him one. He came over and I think he thought I was just going to give him the quesadillas, but I sat there with him for about a half hour eating the quesadillas with him. They were some bomb quesadillas, by the way. If you're in Annapolis, it's the little stand over there by Rite Aid on West Street. Quesadillas were great, and I got some awesome conversation out of it. And at the end of the day, you never know what somebody's going through. Like, I'm not saying like I'm Superman, but for all I know, me buying him that quesadilla and sitting down and talking to him for a half hour about how his life is could have been the thing that helped him or gave him what he needed. And besides, I can't sit here saying how happy I am that you guys have made my channel what it is and say that I'm grateful for the extra money that I'm making off of it and then not use some of it to get back. So honestly, that wasn't even my money that I helped him out with. Like, that money came from you guys, so shout out to you guys. Thanks so much for watching to this point, and yeah, hopefully we can do some more stuff like this in the future. Thanks so much for everything you guys do for me, and we'll catch you on the next one. Peace out.